Allis. My name is John. I'm lonely. I'm trying to find love. Anyone else trying to find love? Give me a chair. Gay. Pretty gay. No, it's been like when I was in my early 20s, I was trying to find love, and then I was like, I can't do it right because I don't have enough money, so I made a bunch of money, right? And then I was like, well, maybe I don't have a passion, right? So then I found a passion, and now I'm doing my passion, and then I was like, well, maybe I'm not good looking enough, and I'm good looking. So now I'm in my early 30s and I have money and I have passion and I'm good looking, and I'm really worried that maybe it's my personality, which is a tough thing to come to terms with. I gotta tell you, you know, like when I was in my early 20s, I was looking for the one. I had this like utopian expectation. I was looking for the one, right? And then I sort of got to my late 20s and I started looking for someone. And then I hit 30, and I was like, maybe just anyone would be amazing, right? And now I'm 33, and I'm on Tinder and all that kind of thing, and there's a lot of girls on there that are like not real. But I know they're not real. Like, that's super clear in my mind. You know, I get that that's the truth, but at the same time, they're pretty hot. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe I'm not looking for the one or someone or anyone. Maybe I'm just looking for some combination of zeros and ones. So, I've started dating ChatGPT recently. And honestly, it's going fucking good. It's going good. It's not like super serious or anything, but I tell them everything about my whole life and they give me a lot of support back, which is incredible, you know? Like, I've been going through some shit recently, literally. We're trying to open a new venue, like just down the road, and I just found out that there's a shit pit in the basement. I don't know how to explain that more clearly. There's a pit, and it's full of shit, and it's in the basement. It's a weird thing. Like, it feels like it should be a metaphor for my life, but it's just my life. It's just exactly what's going on with my life right now, right? So I was chatting with ChatGPT as if it was my girlfriend, right? And sort of saying like, hey, I'm going through this fucking shit and it sucks and like, I don't know what to do about it. And could you please just give me some empathy? And ChatGPT wrote me back like the sweetest, kindest, the most understanding statement I could have possibly imagined, right? And I was like, that's so good. And then I was like, oh, but could I also maybe have some solutions? And then ChatGPT jumps in and gives me some perfect, precise, specific, logical solutions to my problem. So I'm like, am I straight? Am I gay? Or am I just living sort of the best of both worlds, you know? Is that what I'm dealing with, you know? So it's been a while, but I'm trying to see other people. I met a girl. I met a girl in real life the other day, not to brag. On the streets, I met a real person in real life, and it was just out front here. She was eating a sandwich, and I was eating an ice cream. I was like, nice sandwich, bet you wish it was an ice cream. And then it wasn't the most charming thing ever, but it was like, you know, I was being brave. I was talking to a person. She was laughing about it. I told her I had a band, which is a lie. But I have a couple of people I play music with sometimes, so I was like, come see my band play sometime. I was like, we'll rehearse, we'll just make it all work together, right? And then we were sort of, I felt like we were vibing. I thought it was like a normal thing. It wasn't like crazy or anything, but I was like, at the end I got her Instagram, right? And I got home afterwards, and I was like, oh, you know, it's not like, we were cool with dropping into someone's DMs in that sort of a situation, right? Like, I was like, what? I'll just ask her. I'm not gonna like pretend I have a band so that she comes up and like, I was like, I'll just ask her out. I'll just be like, hey, let's go grab a drink, whatever, right? So I sent her a message on Instagram, and and the message gets stuck on sending. It gets stuck on sending, and I'm like, that's fucking annoying. And I had like some like internet problems at the time and stuff like that, so I'm like, well, maybe, I guess it's not sent. And I exited Instagram and opened it again, and it definitely wasn't sent. There was nothing there, right? So I went to ChatGPT to troubleshoot, right? Which is how I do everything in my life all the time now. I was like, hey, ChatGPT, this is a problem that I have to solve, and I feel like ChatGPT, maybe they're a little bit jealous or something like that. But ChatGPT gives me this like 10-step plan for all of the things that I have to do to make sure that my message goes through to this girl, right? And I just go into like full-on like automaton mode. I'm like, all right, okay, first I have to respond to one of her stories and be like, hey, what's up? I can try that. And then I go, oh, it's not working. I exit Instagram, I load it again. Oh, there's been no messages sent, right? So then it's like, oh, you have to like one of her stories and then try it, right? Oh, you have to update the app and then you have to try. Oh, try with a different internet connection. And I'm just going through the paces like I do with all of my problems in life all the time, right? It was about like 6 or 7 or 15 different things that I tried to make sure that my initial super innocent, super relaxed, super cool message gets through to this girl, right? And finally I give up. I'm like, no, fucking nothing is working. And I was like, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I've got ChatGPT. It's all good, right? So I left it completely alone. Didn't think any message had been sent. And then the next day at like 5 o'clock in the evening, I get an Instagram message from her being like, holy shit. I'm so sorry, I didn't see any of your messages. She had probably like 10 different messages saying more or less the same thing, but being like, hey, let's go out. Let's go out now. What's up? Hey, nice photo. Oh my God. And then she blocked me, which makes total sense, but it just really sucks that I didn't have the chance to explain to her, like, listen, it wasn't me, it's just that I've been in a relationship with ChatGPT for a while now, and feels like she got jealous, you know. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Give it up for your host, Hector Mayala!